something. They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity, save facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember Yahanna's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog, it's a dog.
Christ. Let me get Trooper Mateo up here first. Trooper Mateo, present yourself. Scoot these chairs over for a second. Over here. That's what that's what he do right here. I do right here. That's what. Go ahead.
Mataya ban banyanyan, ban yashral.
Mateo, ban banyangan, ban yashal.
Yahba Hashem, Yahusha Brakatan.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahusha Brakatah. Don't sound crazy. Look at that brother in hand, man.
La Yasharala.
Need these things spaced out just a little bit more. No sweat. All right, let's go. Press.
Mighty, which means to stand. Wapaya Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Shadash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakukah. Taba'ah. Ratazayah. Hayah. Aisha. Ratazah. Kawah. Hayah. Bashemayim. Thundernow. Come. Cow. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kabawaf now. Wasalak now. Kabawaf Yelah. Wala'ah. Taba'ayah now. What to say the wall? Our boy. How shy now. My young. Right. Kaya. Laka. Hamalaka. Waha'ala. Waha'tapar. Waha'walamim. Amok.
And in the English, repeat after me. Yahweh. Which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
We're going to say Hakak the power, Yahweh, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Kishar, Thundernow, Hakak, La Pa'ah, Kal Makala, Kal Marawak, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamatazarai, Hakak, La Haki, Hamati, Hakak, Akawa, Tama'ala, the God Shun, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, and what I'm up.
And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
We're going to say, bless Israel. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K. Yahweh Shai. Barak Lanao. Wayasha'al. Wahabaya. Sapari. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Hagun. I.S.U.P.K. Yahweh Shai.
And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect. Our loved ones. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you.
So be it. We're going to say Psalms 121. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Al-Hahaya. Ma'ayah. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ay. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemai. Wa'aratisa. Ayathan. Lamawat. Rakal. Al-Yanawam. Shema. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashad. Shawamah. Yasha'al. Yahweh. Shema. Yahweh. Tazal. Al-Yah. Yamyaka. Yawamah. Hashemah. La'ah. Yakak. Wayarak. Layala. Yahweh. Yashemah. Yakal Rak. Yashemah. Athnapashka. Yahweh. Yashemah. Taza'at. Wabawa'at. Ma'itah. Ma'awalam. Tuwa'alamah.
And in the English,
I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help coming from your house,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth his word
he that keepeth his word
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve
from
thee
all evil.
from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Thank you.
Thanks. So be it. We'll say Psalms 83. Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Adamai Laka.
Adamai Laka.
Atakara.
Atakara.
Atashakwa. Yahanna.
Yahanna.
I.S.U.P.K. Yahanna Wama Shinaika. Rasha Ra'ash. Al-Imaka. Yahweh Sawab. Where they ITHES Al-Tazapawanyaka. Amar. Lakau. Wala Kakira. Magoya. Wala Yazakar. Shum Yasha. I.W.A. Kaya. Never ITHES La. Yakab. Al-Yakab. Barya. Yakarath. Ahal. Adawam. Waya Shema Alia. Mawa Abba. Wahagaya. Gabal. Wa'imawah. Wa'imalak. Halashah. I'm Yeshabi. Tazawal. Gam Ashawa. Nalawa. Aimam. Hayawa. Zabawa. Nabaya Lawat. Salah. Aisha Lahom. Kamaya. Kasar Sara'ah. Kayabi. Banakol. Kayashwa. Nashamadu. Ayanda Ira. Hayawa. Dama. La Adama. Shayatama. Nadiyamu. Kaira. Because of Abba. Because of Bak. Because of Zamana. Kanasaya Kama. Ashah. Amar. Naya Rashah. Lanawa. Nawa. Alahaya. Shayatamu. Kagabala. Kakash. The Ka'as. Ira. Wakala Haba. Talahat. Hayam. Come. Thirdatma. Basa'irika. Basawapaka. Bahalam. Mala'ah. Halawam. Wayabakwash. Shamka. Yahweh. Yabash. Wayaba'aw. Ayai. Wayakapal. Wayabadu. Wayadaiwa. Kaya. Atta. Shamka. Yahweh. Labaka. Ayawam. Al-Karakazah. The one
And in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still. O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come. And let us cut them off. From being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more remembered. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarene. Gabal and Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kishon. Was perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red. They like the head. Yea. All their princes. As Sabbath. And as Salmuna. Who say, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Hold my power. Make them like a wind. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood.
Set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
And they may seek thy name.
And they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be
And
confounded.
troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And purged.
And purged.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most
Over
high.
all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it. Psalm, which means to turn. Yeshabi, which means to be seated.
Second. All right, lean up here. Yeshabi, which means to be seated. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a Lord a hand, man. Let's go ahead and get a Lord a hand, man. A strong hand. Hey, I got the Aki and rocking heavy up in here with me, man. You understand? We the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, man. Under our leader, Commander Yahanna. That's the leader that the Most High God, man, of Israel chose to lead the people of Israel out of this captivity that we here in America, man.
Right.
You understand? Let's give a hand to all the brothers and sisters and all of the children and their youth that did not celebrate Thanksgiving that just passed, man. Give a hand to them, man. You understand? Them the real leaders of the Most High God, man. You understand? You understand? Everybody out here, as you come onto the stream, you understand, on the YouTube, the Facebook, the TikTok, the Instagram, you understand, the Clubhouse, whatever you on, man. Invite your pastors for all I care. You understand? Because we about to get down and straight into it, man. You understand? Make sure you like and you share the stream. Take your time to like and share the stream. You understand? We teaching the truth to all Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. You understand? The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? That's what we are. It's about time that we take back our identity. And that's what's going on right here, right now. You see these priests up here rocking the garments heavy, got the headpieces on, got the garments on. Give them a hand, man. It's going to be a lot of hands this class, man. It's going to be a lot of hands this class, man. You understand? Y'all going to get the truth today. Damn right. Hey, coming from the words of Captain Osh, man. You understand? Soak it up. You understand? The Lord is in here today, man. All you heathens and all you Esau lovers, you understand? Everybody that loves America and this kingdom so much, you understand? Shalom, sis. Love you. That loves this kingdom so much that dared to celebrate our oppressors' holiday, that they of them celebrating the slaughter and genocide of the Native American Indians, man, the tribe of Gad, the tribe of Reuben. You understand? Y'all must not know y'all history of what done happened to our brothers and sisters, man. But the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we didn't take no days off, man. We went on them reservations, man. We gave out food. Give them brothers a hand, man. We gave out food. You understand? We gave out clothes. You understand? We helped them brothers and sisters out, man, on them reservations. Meanwhile, you was stuffing your face with the turkey. I hope you throw it up. You understand? I know it was dry and disgusting, and I hope somebody dropped the mac and cheese. I hope somebody dropped the collard greens. I hope the meal was absolutely terrible, man. You understand? I hope you throw it right up, man, because it's disgusting and it's evil according to God. You understand? It's evil according to God. We as a priests and prophets of the Lord, you understand? Today, man, we doing the Sabbath service of the Lord. We got the Hebrew going on. Right now, we in the book of Job, man. You understand? We in the book of Job that's going on. Our customs per usual, while everybody has bastardized our language and made Yiddish, while everybody has bastardized our language and took our identity, calling themselves the Jews, calling themselves Jewish people. Right. But I'm going to help you out. You snitched on yourself, man. Calling yourself the Jewish people says that you ain't us. Right. You ain't even know it. And calling yourself the Jewish people, you didn't even know you're snitching on yourself, man. You admitting in your own identity that you stole, that you are not the real Jews. That's you right. Admitting that with the ish. If you don't believe me, we ain't no clowns up here. You understand? Do we look like a clown on this stage, y'all? On this podium? You understand? Ain't no clowns on the stage, man. We scholars up in here, man. We know what we talking about. You look up the word ish. It means to be what? Somebody tell me in the class what ish means like. Anybody? Go ahead, brother.
It means to be like.
It means to be like. Give the brother a hand, man. And don't get too hyped up, Amalek. That's who you are according to the Bible. Don't get too hyped up. You ain't even close to like us, man. You understand? You ain't even close to like us. No matter how black your suit is and how tight them coils is on the side of your head, you ain't never gonna be like us, man. It's a joke when you try to say you the real Jews. Right. When you talk about the salt and that's on this earth, and you talking about the Israelites that's spoken of in this Bible, you don't fit the picture at all. It's a bad sketch artist. You understand? That's what's really going on here, man. We taking back our custom. Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, we the real Jews, man. That's the identity that the Lord gave us. You can hate it all day long. I'm gonna hurt your feelings up here. We're gonna hurt it all the way through. You understand? You got somebody at the door. We're gonna hurt them all the way through. We read it, we take back our language, the Lashawan Kodash, man, the holy tongue that the Most High God gave us, man.
Right.
You understand? The most special language on this earth, the most special dialect on this earth, man. And we taking it back up in Hebrew, man. You understand? We in the book of Job. You understand? We in the book of Job. We starting off, finishing off where we left off last week. We in Job chapter 19, verse 28. You got Hebrew down? Oh, sign Christ. Give a brother a hand, man. There's gonna be a lot of hands in here, man. We're gonna hype this stream up all the way. We're gonna make sure that this most high spirit is going on up in here. Go ahead and pick up where we at. Job chapter 19, starting off at verse 28. You understand? Once again, everybody on the live stream, make sure you like and share the stream, man. Push this truth out there. You understand? We don't know who's on your Facebook page, but some young brother or sister or some old brother that deserves the truth before he dies, before they pass on, man. You understand? Share this truth. You understand? Share the stream, like, share, and share it, man. It's going to get on in the Hebrew, verse 28.
This is the book of Job, chapter 19, verse 28. Kaya. The Amara. Maha. Nara Dapa. Nara Lawa. Washa Rosh. The bar. Nama Taza. Baya. Verse 29. Gawa Ra. Lakam. Napa Raya. Salaki. Mapa Naya. Karab. Kaya. Khamaha. Iwa Nawath. Karab. La Ma'ain. La Ma'ain. The Salaki. I wanna. I want. Shada yun. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 1. Waya ain. Tazapar. Hana I'm Mathaya. Hana I'm Mathaim.
Hana I'm Mathia.
Salak, the water. Hana I'm Mathia. Waya Amar. Verse 2. Lakan. Sha'ai Paya. Sha'apya.
Lucky. When you usually see the ya on the end, you want to say that the word is sha'ap, and then the ya is the suffix.
Come, the water.
Yo, keep reading.
Yasha Yabar. Wine ya. Waba Iba war. Waba Iba war. Kawashya. Baya. Verse 3. Mawazar. Mawasar. Salaki. Kalamathya. Ashar Salaki. Asha Ma'ai. Wa'ar Ra Yakha Maba Yana Daya Ya na ya. Verse 4. Haza Ath. Hada Ith. Manaya. Id. Manaya. Shayam. Adam. Ila ya. Alya. The one. Arataza. Verse 5. Arataza. Verse 5. Kaya. Rana Nata. Russia Ayam. Makwa Rayab.
Wow.
Makwa Rayab. Washa Makath. Kanak. Idea. What? Ruga I.
That's not right.
Damn right. Brother reading that Hebrew nice and strong. You understand? What you got, brother?
Well, 2 comments.
Please.
I need to be
I've been waiting. They've been taking too long. They taking way too long. I'm sitting up here waiting. I'm ready to cut the brother off and speaking to Hebrew. What you got to say? Please take your time reading it. Go ahead.
From Latoria Mitchell. I don't agree with everything, but I do admire what y'all are doing. At the end of the day, truth is truth, and it need to reveal.
Okay, what's her name?
Latoria Mitchell.
Latoria, did you celebrate Thanksgiving? I hear what you're saying and what we don't agree with, but I got one question. Did you have your face stuffed with a fat turkey a couple days ago? That's my question to you, Latoria. I appreciate the that you like what we doing up here, but I need to ask you a question. You understand? If you could comment back, you understand? Did you celebrate Thanksgiving? Forgot what's the next comment?
Another comment from her, Latoria Mitchell.
Okay.
Now you shouldn't be insulting.
That was quick. That was quick. Go ahead.
These are a few minutes ago.
Okay, no sweat.
Now you shouldn't be insulting people and calling people names when 2 of you can barely read. Something you should have learned as a child. So I advise to chill on the insult and stick to what it is you are trying to teach and reveal.
I'm gonna do my best to give a nice, comfortable answer. I'm gonna do my best to try to do that for you, Latoria. You know you don't have to be on the stream. You don't have to be on the stream. As much as you think that you know what's going on here, as much as you think you're so holy, sanctified, and you crucified, and whatever term it is that you Christians use, you understand. You have to understand that rough speech is in the Bible. You have to understand that rough speech is in the Bible. I'm gonna make this nice and quick so we can continue on God's program. I'm not gonna give you too much time. You understand? But understand this, man. There's many people that do not like the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge because we speak rough.
Right.
And we look rough. I guess you want you a sweetie, Latoria. I guess that's what you want. But if you don't know, Blacks and Latinos and Native American Indians are dying. I don't know if you realize that or not. And I don't, for whatever reason, the people out there, including yourself, believes that this should be something that's said lightly or whispered upon, or something that's just delicately said, so that that'll surely bring us out of this discomfort and oppression and poverty that we have here in this empire. You understand? But the rough speech that you see going on, and all of that you see, and the energy behind everything that we saying, understand this. Rather you do it today on this stream or after you leave church on Sunday. Understand this, that this is the Most High God's Spirit. This is Christ's Spirit that dwells up in here. So as much as you might want to argue it, that's the truth. You understand? We up here trying to wake Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians up. You understand? You might want to tighten up, Latoria. You might want to tighten up and find yourself in one of these classes before you think to open your mouth to the priest of the Most High. You understand? This is you ain't coming up against me. I'm over here chilling like a villain. You ain't coming up against me, man. We talking about the Spirit of the Most High God, man. We reading straight out of the Bible. You understand that we can back up everything it is that we saying as much as you don't like it. You understand that, Latoria? Let's continue on. Where we at? Brother, just finished reading the Hebrew?
Slocky, sir, I got a precept if I may.
Please.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to assert authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Well, Latoria is a woman, I would assume, right? Right? Read it one more time from the top. I just want to make sure I'm right, because Latoria could not be a woman. I don't want to trick any algorithms. I don't want anybody to think that I'm wrong. Latoria could be a man. So let's read it one more time, just in case Latoria is a woman.
Come. In the New Testament, 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12.
Go ahead.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Now, we got women in this class, right? I know for a fact. Right. We separate them. We got brothers over here. We got sisters over here. I know we have women in here, and them sisters is nice and delicate and sweet and silent.
That's right.
Just like the scripture says, Latoria, you're moving your lips, and I'm not understanding why. You should just be listening. You should just be listening and trying to learn something. You understand? That's what you should try to do. We're going to go on to this class, and Latoria, you sit right there in the comments, and you pay attention. You understand? You pay right attention. You're going to learn something today. What you got?
No, get a precept too.
We gonna get camping. All of a sudden, brothers got precepts out of precepts. Good night. Go ahead. Let's read it.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 6. But though I be rude in speech.
Say it again.
But though I be rude in speech.
Latoria, what the scripture say?
But though I be rude in speech.
Go ahead.
Yet not in knowledge.
Say it again.
Yet not in knowledge.
Say it from the top.
Yet, Salaki. But though I be rude in speech.
Say it one more time.
But though I be rude in speech.
Latoria, I hope you're hearing God's words. We're not making this up. Where we at? 2 Corinthians what?
Chapter 11, verse 6.
I'm not making this up, Latoria. Go ahead.
But though I be rude in speech.
Go ahead.
Yet not in knowledge.
You understand that we know what we're talking about, Latoria. We know what we're talking about. You think we just came up here, came this drive, threw on these glorious garments, sisters bring food and children.
Right.
You think we just do that for, just for the hell of it, just for the fun of it, Latoria? No, this is real serious business, Latoria. You understand? This is real serious business. You should humble yourself, and before you open your mouth, just understand the context of things that's going on, all right? Chapa, I hope you don't got another precept.
Nah.
Okay.
Now, I would say I brought that precept out because I noticed she said that God told her to usurp authority and to tell us what to do.
Well, Latoria, you get no more attention. You don't need us. You talking right to God, right?
Right.
Bye. Moving on.
Come.
Brother just read the Hebrew, man. Give the brother this a hand. You taking away the brother's shine, Latoria. Shame on you. While you over there with a second round of Thanksgiving leftovers.
Right.
Shame on you. Stuffing is disgusting. You know what I mean? Nonetheless, the brother just read the Hebrew. We're gonna go to the English now. Go ahead. We Job 19. Go ahead.
Chapter
19.
This is the book of Job, chapter 19, verse 28.
Go ahead.
But ye should say, why persecute we him?
But ye should say.
But ye should say, why persecute we him?
Go ahead.
Seeing the root of the matter is found in me. Verse 29. But ye afraid of the sword. Be ye afraid of the sword. For wrath brighten the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment.
Now hold on right fast, man. You understand what we going on for the brothers and sisters that may have not been here in class last week on the Lord's Sabbath service. You understand? Just to give a little bit of backdrop, Job has some folks in his ear, you know what I mean, giving him a hard time. You know what I mean? Giving him a very hard time. And through all of this, Job is slowly but surely starting to pick himself back up. He's slowly but surely, continuing to, he wondering what's going on with himself. But at the same token, he's coming back to saying, you know what? And we're going to see in the scriptures we read that Job is continuing to put his faith in the Lord. Yeah, anybody wouldn't be happy about what's going on with them. You would be in confusion. You understand? But Job, through all of this, you understand, through this test that Job was going on, that's what brothers and sisters should really focus in and dial in on. This test that's going on. When you look at your life and you look out and you see how destroyed it is, and you see the condition of the battle, like the Bible say, you see the condition of these battlegrounds, and you see what's going on. What we should do and never lose faith in is in the Lord, man. Because this thing is a test. When you go through that fire, just like you put anything through fire, man, if it come out nice and durable, you got something to move with. Right. You got something to work with right there. You come out of this thing right here. It's one hell of a wicked, evil kingdom that we going through, man. You know, you got to beg for slavery. You got to beg for slavery for you to work. You got to beg for extra hours. You understand? You got to beg the bus driver to let you on the bus so you can make it to your next slave. This is one wicked and evil kingdom that we live in, man. You understand? And we're going to come up out of it, man. Staying in this class and getting these scriptures and getting this knowledge, we're going to come up out of it, man. And Job, we're going to start to see he kept his faith in the Lord, man. He put his faith back in the Lord. Keep reading.
Come on. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Then answered Zophar, the Nalamitite, and said, therefore, do my thoughts cause me to answer, cause me to answer. And for this I make haste.
Keep reading.
Verse 3, I have heard the check of my reproach, and the spirit of my understanding causeth me to answer.
In other words, man, Job, he had enough, man. He hearing from Zophar, he hearing from everybody that's around him. I forget the brother that had last said something to him, but Job had enough, man. He getting all of this being told to him. Yeah, I mean, like it seemed like he being mocked or something. And if you go back to verse 19, not only is he putting his faith back in the Lord, but he like, listen, man, what y'all saying and what y'all doing, understand this, like the Lord's judgment is going to come. And that's what he's trying to get, really said. He's trying to he's trying to keep that spirit up that's already in him. He's trying to wake that fire back up and increase it, man. Job, in other words, wasn't trying to go out like little punk. And he had a lot of things going on. Go ahead, sis.
So, what was the Jews telling you?
They were pretty much mocking him. They were telling him, let me see what verse we're going back to so I can get you at least one. In the meantime, 1 second. They was telling him, how it's his fault, but we talking about in like a mocking way. We all know before, Satan was let loose to go do what he had to do, that Job was doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Job was doing the right thing. So, go ahead. Job was doing the right thing, right? Before Satan was even going up to him. So when now it happens, when you see somebody's life start to go away, what's the first thing anybody would say? Man, you got to change your life. You got to fix it up. You got to, But this is totally different. You see the tone it is that I'm telling you, brother, you got to get it together. Sister, this is what's going on. I can't say this is why this is going on. This is exactly say this, because what power do I have to say that this is why your life is messed up? But I can refurbish you to know that this is what God's, words is. And, it might be some things mixing up there, but you can tell the spirit is totally different. These cats wasn't in that spirit. It was like, it was a taunting spirit. It was a, look at you now spirit. It was a, Job went from head to head. It was messing with him. They was evan with his mind. And, that's what was going on. Now, the scriptures above, we went through the whole chapter, chapter 19, chapter 18. I want to say chapter 17. These cats was, unless you have the spirit to understand these words and somebody in the I.S.U.P.K reading it, it might just seem like they is, telling him, get it together, brother. Where it's like, you wicked nigga. That's, where it's totally different. You know what I'm saying? That's the why right there. We're going to pull some more precepts for it, okay? No sweat. Keep reading for me.
Come on. Verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old?
Go ahead.
Since man was placed upon earth. Verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Now you hear that right there, man. I believe this is Zophar talking, right? Or Zophar talking, right? Like back in verse 1, he said, know if the triumphing, say it again. Verse 5.
Come on. That the triumphing of the wicked is short.
The triumphing of the wicked is short. Like this is what we gotta understand since the time of the beginning, man. Since man been on earth, the triumphing, all of that gain you think that somebody got, according to the Bible, it's short. You might think that it's going to last for a long time, but it's short. You understand that the so-called white man doesn't have the beginning of an idea of what it means of an inheritance. They think they do because they got a couple million stacked up in the bank. They think that's an inheritance, but what inheritance is that? If in the Bible it say that your people going to get cut off,
right?
That don't sound like much of an inheritance to me. You saving up for generation to generation. Rockefeller put about 12 hops in his chest. You know what I mean? They trying to live on and pass their wealth down. Well, according to the Bible, your people is going to get cut off by the Most High God. That's what's going to happen there after you serve your punishment, of course. You understand? After that happens. So the brother, so Zophar is saying The triumphing of the wicked is short. Keep reading.
Come on. And the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment.
Now that's a question. Now let's say, but for a moment. You understand? Like, where it say the joy of the hypocrite. Everybody is for a moment, right? They celebrating Thanksgiving, right? Y'all don't understand how to relate. How this Bible relates so much to today. You understand? The people that's in the world don't really understand this right here. Your joy and all of that happy, we sitting around the table and all that and above. The Lord got something from that, man. The Lord got something from it. I wish, I hope you brothers and sisters, step away from that table and put that pork down and, stop celebrating these wicked holidays. What's the next one coming up? Christmas? Is it Christmas?
Come.
I'll be forgetting Lord knows. Christmas coming up, that you don't celebrate no Christmas and none of that, man, because according to the Bible, the joy of these things that the Lord calls wicked, man, the Lord say that those is hypocrites. You're going to bite your own tongue. You don't see it. But I'll give you a quick stat right now. Anybody can look it up. Go on your Google machine right now and look at the crime rate that increases on holidays. And we're supposed to have the holiday spirit? Ain't that what we're supposed to have?
Right.
We're supposed to have the holiday spirit. So how on a day that everybody's supposed to be about love, you can look up the death toll. Was it not just a mass shooting in Walmart or something?
Come.
We supposed to be in the holiday spirit, folks. We in DC, Maryland, Virginia, the DMV. There was just a mass shooting over there in Walmart in Virginia. But we supposed to be in the holiday spirit. He wasn't shooting no turkeys. He was shooting people.
Right.
The Lord is very quick with his word. As much as you think that it's slow, it's quickening. I pray you understand. What you got?
So I got all people saying that it's the holiday spirit, but these holidays are all pagan.
People saying on the comment section, or you talking about people in the general?
In general.
Okay.
Yeah, so
You ain't got to save them, brother. I'm about to get up on Go ahead.
So they're having that pagan spirit on it.
Yeah.
It's not the holiday spirit, it's a pagan spirit.
Listen,
pagan spirit is just straight up evil and wacky.
Damn right, man. Get a brother a hand. I'm telling y'all right now, your hands is gonna hurt. It's gonna be a lot of hands giving. Give the sisters a hand for the food. Give the sisters a hand for the food, the eggs, the bacon, the carrots, the muffins. What we got here? What's this? Fire. What's this right here? Pasta? Good night. Give a hand for all of that, man. You understand? This in the spirit of this. Chicken kebab, is that what you say?
Nah, it's chicken pasta.
Oh, okay. Chicken pasta. Most High in Christ, you understand? But this is what's going on right here, man. People, like the brother just say, it's not just the holiday spirit. That's a pagan spirit. Little do you know. That's a pagan spirit. They did it in slaves' times. They did all of these things where they would let you marry and let you be a part of the holiday, have festivals and have contests to see who can get the drunkest, so that you don't remember in a couple of weeks that you're going to get sold. That's your Christmas going into New Year's. You ain't know that. New Year's used to be called. They used to call it. It was the day that you would pay back your taxes, so it was selling. But the Christmas was a time where they would have a contest with the slaves, where they would tell you who could get the drunkest the most. So if you start to develop a little bit of an attachment, you think the slave master let me drink, let me have a good drink, let me marry. Surely this man ain't that bad. I know I got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go pick cotton till my fingers fall off, but he ain't that bad. He let me have a brew. He let me have one of them, so he ain't that bad. That's these holidays right here. America try to make it seem like they're not that bad, the holiday spirit. And then, of course, the Lord got to remind you the real spirit of America. Thus, the crime rate on these holidays, while it's supposed to be in the holiday spirit. I understand. Moving on. Keep reading.
Oh, that's it, sir.
That's it on that one. Most High Christ. Been up here, Machi. Stand. Good reading from the brother. We're going to try to speed it up a little bit right here. Where we at? Young man Matthew, present yourself. Oh, good shot. Take your time. You to walk?
Nah.
No sweat. Where we at? Could have sworn it was one more. No sweat. I'm up here. You to walk. You can sit. You can sit. No sweat. But we're gonna stay up here. No sweat. We're gonna stay up here with it. I'm up here. Salakia. What's the word for it again? Yeshabium. Yeshabium means to be seated. We're gonna continue in the Hebrew. Shapat, take the Hebrew on the next one. Job 20:1 through 5.
The book of Job. The chapter. It's
26 through 12.
The book of Job, chapter 20, verse 6. Ya'ilah, Lasha, Lashamim, Shaya Awa, Wara Ashwa, La'ai, Yaga Ya'ai, verse 7. Kaga Kagalal Lanatazak Ya'ibad Ra'ayawa Ya'amarwa Ayawa, verse 8. Cacao woman. Ya'iwap. Wala'a. Yamataza Wahawa. Wayadad. Kakaza Yawan. La verse 9. Ayan. Shazapathwa. Wala'a.
The water priest.
Sayap. Wala'a.
Yep.
Iwad.
Yep.
Dashawar. Dashawar Wanwa. Makwa Wamwa. Verse 10. Banyawa. Yaratizawa. Delayam. Waya Dayawa. Dashabana. Awanya. Verse 11. Itazamwath. Itazamwath Yawa. Mala'awa. Alwamwa. Wa'imwa. Al. Ipar. Thashakab. Verse 12. Tamathayak. Bapa Yawa. Ra'ai. Yakak. Yadanya. The Kath. Lasha Wanwa.
Most High Christ. Brother picking it up in the Hebrew. You understand? Most High Christ making it happen. We're gonna pick right back up in the English. Go ahead and read. We at chapter 20, verse 6.
Come on. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach onto the clouds.
Keep going.
Verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Like his own dung. I don't understand how poetic this Bible is. You understand? You wicked heathens and devils out there, and everybody that's loving America, man, and you thinking so high and mighty of yourself, and you thinking that you the ish. You thinking that you the dung. Read verse 7 again.
Come on.
Read it again.
This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 7.
What's going to happen, even though you think that celebrating Thanksgiving means nothing? Shalom. Good to see these brothers and sisters, man. Go ahead. So when you think that nothing's going to happen, right? What's a famous quote in the Christian church? If I'm lying, God strike me down now. The Christian church teaches you to take God's power for nothing. The Christian church teaches you to take God's power as he's not a father and he ain't going to get disciplined and that he's just a wimp, that he's just a punk and he ain't going to do nothing. Okay. What you got?
And once again, Christianity come from them Roman and Greek gods.
Right.
That comes from Apollo, the god of lightning. That ain't had nothing to do with God.
You understand? None of these Greek gods and Roman gods, these other nations always been jealous of us, man. Always been jealous of us, man. The one God that we praise, man, the God of Israel, the God that we have, The God over everything, man. The God that brings the hurricanes and the COVID. You understand? The Christian teach you God only brings prosperity. God only brings prosperity. And you was coughing up blood and you was doing everything else and above. When something bad happened, all of a sudden, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
All of a sudden, the atheists get to crying out for God. Right? An atheist that don't believe in God, he break his pinky toe, stub his toe. Oh, God, why me? No sweat. Verse 7 tells you why. Read.
Yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung.
That's the judgment, man. You understand? You don't want that type of judgment. You should probably change quick. We take time for granted in this society and in this kingdom. We think we got tomorrow. We say tomorrow not promised, but how many of us live by that? Right? How many of us live by the quote that we love to say, tomorrow not promised? Every Christian get hyped up over a birthday, say, I'm glad I made it another 365 days of the year. Like you not black in America. Like you just couldn't die tomorrow. I thought tomorrow wasn't promised. All of a sudden, I should be happy about this. Something special about 365. I understand, man. Don't be a fool. Don't be simple, man. You understand? That has been our destruction in this kingdom, being simple and not having the knowledge of the Lord, man. Right. You have to understand, but why you think the get rich quick scheme is the way to go, why you think that celebrating these holidays and being a part of the American culture and having everybody love you, meanwhile they're laughing at you, why you think that's the way to go? The Lord has a way to humble us, man. The Lord has such a way to humble us, man. Thanksgiving and these holidays, they ain't for us, man. They ain't for us at all. I hope you drop your leftovers. I'm gonna keep saying it. I hope you drop your leftovers. I hope the turkey wake back up and clock in your goddamn face. I hope that's what the hell happens, man. Because that's the spirit of the Lord. That's the spirit of the Lord. You look at us like we crazy and a bunch of crazy niggas up here. Meanwhile, what the hell are you doing? What in the hell are you doing, man? The Bible say, yet shall he perish, man, like his dung. You want to talk about harsh speech, right? What was that girl name? Forget her name. Your name is forgotten. Salagi. That's what the scriptures say. Dung is SHIT in the scriptures right there. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Moving on. Keep reading. I pray you understand.
Verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Verse 8. He shall fly away as a dream.
Them that have seen him shall say, where is he? Right? Them people that you think is just prospering and you want to be just like them. You want to be just like them. You want to do it what they doing. You trying to figure it out. You trying to do everything that's wicked according to the Lord. Somebody's going to ask, where is he? I don't think we understand the spirit really behind that when you are forgotten. We talking about men right now and reading out of books and chapters right now, records of people that we remember, that the Lord made holy, that the Lord made us remember. We still know we talking about Moses' name. How many years after? How many generations after? We talking about Christ. We talking about these brothers in the Bible, these sisters in the Bible. But then this right here say the wicked right here that then made this prosperity, that think they something, that think they the SHIT. Well, the scriptures say right here that the people that have seen him gonna say, where is he? That's something terrible. Imagine your daughter saying, who is this? Don't know who you are. Imagine your people. That's what it's going to be when Christ come back. You heathens that then push Thanksgiving on blacks and niggas and Hispanics, man. Y'all gonna be a museum in the kingdom, man.
That's right.
Your grandchildren, until you cut off, your great grandchildren and whoever else is gonna wonder. They're not gonna know the history of what you done. They're not gonna know none of that. They're gonna know what done happened to you and that you is going like the next breath of air. You understand? That's what's going to happen, man. You're going to be forgotten about. And that's the same thing that's going on when we decide to be a part of this kingdom, man, and love this kingdom and their traditions. Go ahead, Pagabua. That sounds like a comment. You got the face and hand up of a comment on there. What we got?
Sir, just exactly what you said.
Please.
About the other people.
Yeah.
You want to justify them by the nationality.
Right.
Their history is going to start with their slavery the same way that our history was taught to us in these public schools.
Get it, brother. Hand. I know you got more to say, but I liked it right there. That was perfect right there. The brother said that their history is going to start how our history is supposedly started. What we learned that we just came off a ship and poof. That's our only history. No sweat. What goes around comes around. Right. You understand? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 8. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Salaki. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
We understand. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 9. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him.
Keep going.
Verse 10. His children.
All of this is pretty self-explanatory, right? We're breaking all these things down, but it's pretty self-explanatory. We talking about that. It's very simple, man. Stop being evil. Stop being a wicked bastard on this earth, man. Right. At some point in time, somebody got to have the spirit of Christ on here and say, you know what, enough is enough. At some point in time, you got to say that this ain't even, there's no holiday spirit. How could you sit here in 2022 and talk about a holiday spirit? Meanwhile, we dying at an enormous rate. Right. How does that make sense? How do you fix your mouth to say that this is the holiday spirit and I want to be around my family and da 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 da? Meanwhile, we dying like an endangered species. How that makes sense? It don't make sense, man. You don't understand that battery that's put in our backs by the Christian by being Christian and loving our oppressor. We don't understand that pushes. This is why God hates these holidays. Look at what it does to us. Look at what it do to you. Look at what it. Nobody's talking about the mass shooting that happened in Virginia. Nobody. You're not going to hear it in Sunday's church this Sunday. You're not going to hear it tomorrow. But you're going to hear about who would you have, what grandmama cooked. You're going to hear about all of that. You understand? Grandmama going to have a whole minivan packed to the top with yams, greens, beans. What's the little video? Greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, all that. Grandma going to have all of that. But who is talking about what's actually going on? And that you can't figure out. You want precepts for me to tell you why God hates these holidays? You want precepts? What more do you need than what's on Fox 5? What more do you need than what's on your morning news? You got to be fooling yourself, man. That's why we say Christianity is the biggest drug on this earth towards blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Right. That's why all of this going on and you still fixing your mouth for that plate. You're disgusting, man. It ain't laughing in games, man. It truly is disgusting. It really is. I would never want my children around you. I would never want any of these brothers and sisters around you, man. You can't be trusted. So long as you love our oppressor, you can't be trusted, man. You understand? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods.
Read it again.
Come. Verse 10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods.
Keep reading.
Verse 11. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust.
I think that's pretty self-explanatory. No? Everybody get that right there?
Come.
You understand? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue.
What's high Christ? Men up here, Major. Gobble up, present ourselves.
Pagaibu, Ban Yahanna, Ban Yashala.
Pagaibu, Ban Yahanna, Ban Yashala.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
What?
Watch your step here now. Which means to be seated. We're going to continue in the Hebrew. I'm going to pick this one up just for the sake of time. Where we at? Job 13 and 13? We had the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 13. Yakamal. Alaya, Wala'a, Ya'ai, Zabana, Wayam, Na'aina, Bathawak, Kakawa, verse 14, Lakamawa, Bama, Iowa, Nahapak, Mara Ra, Pathanium, Bakar, Bawa, verse 15, Kayo, Bala'ai, Waya, Ka'anwa, Mabat, Nawa, Yara, Wayashanwa, verse 16, Ra'ash, Pathanyam, Yayanak, Thahar, Gahawa, Lashawan, Apa'ai, verse 17, Al, Yara'ah, Bapa Lagawa, Bapa Lagawa, Naharaya,
Nakalaya, Dabash, Waka Ma'a, verse 18, Mashaya, Yaga'i, Wala'a, Yaba La'ai, Kakayo, Salagi, Thama Rathwa, Rathwa, Wala'a, Ya'ai, Lasa, verse 19, Kaya, Rata, Taza, Izaba, Salakia, Dalayam, Bayath, Gazol, Wala'a, Yabana Hawa, verse 20, Kaya, La'a, Yadai, Shalawa. Where we at? Go ahead.
Verse 19.
We at verse 19. Salagia. Kaya, Rata Taza, Izaba, Dalayam, Bayath, Gazol, Wala'a, Yaban Hawa, verse 20. Kaya, La'a, Yara'ai, Shalawa, Batanwa, Baka, Mawa Dawa, La'a, Yamalak, verse 21. Ayan, Sharyad, La'akawa, Al, Kun, La'a, Yakayo, Tawabwa, verse 22. Bamala'awa, Shapakawa, Yatazar, Lawa, Kal, Yad, Imo, Thabo Wa'anwa, verse 23. Verse 23. Yahaya, Lama La'a, Batanwa, Yashalak, Bawa, Karawan, Apawa, Waya Mata, Alya Mawa, Balak, Wamawa, verse 24. Yabarak, Manashka, Salakia, Manashak, Barzol, Thaka, Lapahawa, Kashath, Nakawash, Nawakasha, verse 25. Walak. Let me scroll down a second. Verse 25, continue. Wayataza'ah, Magawa, Wabarak, Mamarathwa, Yahalak, Al Yawa, Amayam, verse 26, Kal, Kashak, Thamawan, Latazap, Wana, Yawa, Tha'akal, Hawa, Ash, La'a, Napak, Ya'ai, Salaki, Yara'ai, Sharayad, Salaki, Halawa. Son Christ. We're gonna pick it up in the English. I just scraped the rust off me, brothers. Y'all gotta forgive me. I just scraped the rust up off me. We're gonna continue in the English. Go ahead. Verse 20. We had Job chapter 20, verse 20 for all of the brothers and sisters that's tuning in. We had Job chapter 20, verse 20. Go ahead.
Job chapter 20, verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly.
Keep going.
He shall not save of that which he desired.
That's what we really got to understand in this kingdom, man. The things that we desire in here, the things that our precedent made to seem desirable to us, to mean and hold some weight in this kingdom. This scripture right here, these things right here, these scriptures start to levitate off the page. What can all of that you can take to your grave? The things it is that we desire, read it again.
Verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save.
He shall not what?
He shall not save.
Say it again.
He shall not save.
Go ahead.
Of that which he desires.
That's what we got to understand, man. The things that we done desire, the wicked things that we do in here, we think that, you know, it's going to bring some prosperity to our life. And you think it's going to hold in the long run. Don't nothing hold longer than these laws, statutes, and commandments. Nothing. Don't nothing hold longer than the brotherhood of the Most High in Christ, man. It don't hold longer than that. You understand? It don't hold longer than that. You can have all the millions in the world. What can you do against brothers and sisters, blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians that's all together?
The millions mean nothing. Them treasures mean nothing. You understand? That's what's going on here, man. Even when we came out of Black Wall Street and we had businesses booming, our marriages was booming, our cities and our transportation routes was booming. The brother brought it out about the airports and all of that stuff and above. We was booming, man. But was we the richest on the world? No. Was we the richest? We was coming straight out of slavery when you built these cities, man. Rosewood, Black Wall Street, you understand? Tulsa, Oklahoma. Coming straight out of slavery. Was we the richest? Nah. Did we have Bentleys in Black Wall Street? Did we have chains and all? When I say chains, I'm not talking about you can't have no chain. I'm talking about, did we desire these things? Is that what kept our prosperity when we built these cities straight out of slavery? No, it wasn't. It was the fact that we had at least some sense of brotherhood, man. It's the fact that we had some sense of love for one another. That's what threatened America, man. There's many blacks and Hispanics that got money and chains and Bentleys and Lamborghinis, but that ain't no threat to America. But the moment you start to have some brotherhood for one another, that's a threat. Keep going. What you got?
Slocky, it was a comment in it. Good night. I'm not reading all that. But
me neither, brother. That's why I got my phone on.
But Ray TP say, I'm Mexican and no one does more damage to us than ourselves. Stop blaming other people.
Yeah. Do you have a white woman? Are you? I'm Salaki. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Do you have? Because any brother or sister that wants to blame what's going on with us on us, it ain't saying that nobody should not take responsibility. That nobody's not saying that. You understand? But at the same token, when you start to try to find a way out to say not to blame somebody, when you're talking about, people really try to look at it as such a low thing or something that has no weight and has no meaning. You said you're Mexican, brother. This used to be your land. Right. And what you just said, I can guarantee that you caught the fattest turkey. The fattest turkey. You put bullseye in the middle of that turkey. Say you probably over there eating a pelican with your disgusting behind, man. I'm calling it how I see it, man. Don't blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, when we talking about the conditions of what's going on with us, you have every right and doubt to blame it on your oppressor. You got you got the go, you got the green light to blame it on your oppressor, man. To blame it on what they done pushed on black people. How dare you say that you Mexican and then stop blaming it on other people? Let's blame it on us. We got blame to take, but we have to understand that there's somebody that wants you to be dumb. There's somebody that wants you to be simple. While the Mexicans is fighting over this block and that block, while MS-13 and the Bloods and Crips is fighting over a block, guess what's going on? Neither one of them own that block. Neither one of them own that block. And while y'all trying to kill each other, there's somebody trying to kill both of y'all. So what are you talking about, man? Sit in class, brother. Keep going. What you got?
Come. May I have a precept for you?
Quickly.
Come. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 3 through 4. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
It's a heavy precept, man. That's in our prayers, man. They taking crafty counsel against our people. We the people that they took crafty counsel against. You want to know how crafty it is and why we say Christianity is the worst drug? Brother, I'm your brother. The brothers and sisters in this classroom, we your family. And you want us to not call out our oppressor for what they did? You want us to sit here and forget history? Meanwhile, nobody else forgets their history? Meanwhile, nobody else forgets their history. America did not forget what Bin Laden did to them. No, sir. They said, in God we trust. Pulled up in that fast jet, that helicopter, that stealth mode, loaded the clip, and put one in between the eyes of Bin Laden in front of his wife and his kids. The blood touched their face. But you want us to sit up here and not empty out the dirty laundry of this stinking oppressor? Stop loving America. I got to keep it sensitive. Stop loving America. Keep reading. Where we at? Keep going.
Job chapter 20, verse 20.
Go to 21.
Verse 21. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Go ahead.
Verse 22.
I can't waste no more time on it. Keep going.
Verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Go ahead.
Verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Say it again.
When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
That's the God of the Bible, man. That's the God that we wasn't taught about, man. That's the God we wasn't taught about. Why you about to do what? Say it again. Fill what?
Fill his belly.
What did you do on Thanksgiving? Anybody can tell me? On topic. It's right there. Yeah.
SHALAM, they fill their belly.
Most crazy. Get a brother a hand. I can't make it no clearer. I didn't write this down before the live stream started. I hope everybody understands that. I didn't write this down. You understand? Keep reading. We ain't gonna waste no time on it. Keep reading.
When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Who's going to do it?
God.
Say it again.
God shall.
Go ahead.
God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Yeah, Christians, on everybody on the live stream. I'm not going to do any of it. I'm not doing anything. God said he's going to fill his wrath with it. When you try to go fill your belly, man, when you try to go fill your belly in this wickedness, man, listen, man, Lord be with you. Lord be with you, man. I understand. Meanwhile, as for me in this household, we not celebrating no Thanksgiving. Once again, give a strong hand to all of the brothers and sisters and the children, man. We got infants and babies in here that ain't celebrating Thanksgiving, that ain't drawing no turkeys in class, that ain't doing your turkey trots. None of it. I know I'm telling my age there. I did turkey trots. Salaki when I was a kid, before I knew better. You understand? But we ain't doing no turkey trots, man. You understand? What are we doing celebrating these holidays, man? You got to be out your mind. You got to be absolute. You talk about being woke in some third eye. You need a fourth, apparently, because the third ain't working either. The third ain't working either. You talking about some open your third eye, brother. You're not looking with your third eye, brother. You need a fourth eye, brother. You still celebrating some Thanksgiving with them crystals in your hand. You done brought crystals to the Thanksgiving dinner. Good night. Keep reading, man. Keep reading, man.
Good
night.
And shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Go ahead. Keep reading.
Verse 24.
This Bible is so poetic, man. You got to love it, man. Keep reading.
Verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Keep going.
Verse 25. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him.
Keep going.
Verse 26. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him.
Let's not skip over that, man. Did y'all see secret places? Can somebody tell me where secret places is at? Think in the mind of somebody that does not sell drugs, doesn't harm anybody, right? I'm damn near giving y'all the answer. You understand? I know it's vague. But somebody give me the secret places, man. Read the scripture again. We was just at secret places. Read it one more time and then Shabbat. Go ahead.
Job chapter 20, verse 26.
Go ahead.
All darkness shall be hid in his secret places.
Go ahead, Shabbat. You think you know it?
Your room. Your
Thank
closet.
You. Thank you. Meanwhile, while you a closet homosexual, right? Meanwhile, while you think that you because you selling no dope, you're smoking it, but you're not selling it. Meanwhile, when we think that we can get away with it, that's his secret places. Where you think you're most comfortable that nobody's going to see this. That's your darkness is going to be up in there too, man. Where nobody sees the wickedness that you're doing. Don't nobody see you doing what it is that you're doing. That darkness is going to show up right there. Right there. And then only you'll be humiliated of your goddamn self. That's something terrible. Imagine that. Imagine you do something that you humiliated. Nobody else seen it, but you feel embarrassed. That's how you know, man, that you got a demon on you, brothers and sisters. In your secret places. Keep reading.
A fire not blown shall consume him.
Go ahead.
It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
No sign crazy. Salaki, sir. Salaki, sir. You can come up and read or you too. No sweat. We're gonna stay up here for time's sake. Verse 27 in the Hebrew. Shapat, read on for me.
Go,
verse 27 in the Pagabo, you got it?
Concert.
Please. Nice and quick. Salaki.
This is Job chapter 20, verse 27 in the Hebrew. Yagawa. Shamyam. Iwanawa. I won you. I won what? Wa Rataza. Matakwa Wama Maha. Lawa. Verse 28. Yagal. Yagala. Yabawal. Bayathwa. Naga Rawath. Bayawan. Apawa. Verse 29. Zaha.
La'a. Salaki hala. Verse 29.
Verse 29, sir.
Salaki, no, you right. Go ahead.
Kanoka. Zaha.
Verse 27.
Kalak. Kalak. Adam. Adama. Adam. Rasha'ai. Ma'ala. Hayam. Wanaka. Wanakala. Wanakalath. Amarwa. Ma'al. Job chapter 21, verse 1. Waya'ai. Ayawa. Waya Amar. Verse 2. Shama'aiwa. Shama'ai. Malathia. What the haya? Zata. Danaka. Wamath. Yakam. Verse 3. Shawanya. Wana Kaya. Adabar. Wa'akar. Dabarya. Dala'ai Yaga. Verse 4. Ha'anakya. La'adama. Shayakaya. Wa'am. Mada wa'ai. La'a. Thakwarataza.
Salaki. Thaka Tazar.
Salaki. Thakatazar.
No sweat.
Rara Kaya.
We'll start first. We're going to speed it up just a little bit. You understand? Make sure you grab your food. Go ahead.
Comment in the drink.
Hey, pause your comments. Your comments are important. I'm going to tell you straight ahead. I'm going to tell you straight ahead. You need to focus in. We in the book of Job, man. We just read it in Hebrew. Before you open your mouth and come up against something, just understand what we're doing right here. You know, so I know every day of the week you want to open your mouth, but in this class right here, you got to just hold your peace for a second, man. And you raise your hand online, I might get to you. Reading the English, so we're gonna speed it up a little bit for time's sake. Go ahead.
Job chapter 20, verse 27. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
Go ahead.
Verse 28. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath.
That's pretty straightforward.
Verse 29. This is the portion of a wicked man from God, and the inheritance appointed unto him by God.
By who?
By God.
By who?
By God.
You understand this, right? When we start to look at what's going on after you gave your love and you done started to do the things that's against God. When this thing comes, who would say it's gonna be appointed by?
By God.
You ain't got to be mad at me. Keep reading.
Job chapter 21, verse 1. But Job answered and said,
keep going.
Verse 2. He hear diligently my speech, and let this be your consolations. Verse 3. Suffer me that I may speak, and after that I have spoken. Mock on.
You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 4.
After the priests and the prophets speak, after we talk against and we come up against the culture and environment and what's going on in this truth, what's going on in the world, no sweat. After we done, Continue to mock on, man. No sweat. Continue to mock on. Do as you please. You got control over your mouth and your lips and your limbs. No problem. Do as you please. If I were you, I would do what God says. I would do what his priests and prophets are telling you to do, man. And that's separate from the culture and environment of this society, man. That's what I would do. But what do I know, right? What do I know? Keep reading.
Verse 4. As for me, is my complaint to man? And if it were so, why should not my spirit be troubled?
What's on first? Up here, we'll go on one more. We're gonna do Job chapter 21, verse 5 through 11. Shapat, I'll take this one, okay? We had Job chapter 5, chapter 21, verse 5. All right. We scroll down. Panawa or Punya, Aulia, Waha, Shamawa, Washa Yamwa, Yad, Al, Paha, verse 6, Wa'am, Zarathia, Wana, Bahal, Thaya, Wa'akzak, Basharya, Palataza, Wath, verse 7, Mara Wa'ai, Rasha Ayam, Yaka Yawa, Ithakwa, Gum, Gabarwa, Kalya, Slakia, Kayal, verse 8, Zara'im, Nakawan, Lapan Yahum, Imam, Wataza'a, Taza'ayim, Yahum, La'ai, Yana Yahum, verse 9, Batha Yahum, Shalawam, Mapakad, Wala'a, Shabbat, Alawa, Al Yahum, verse 10, Washarwa, Salakia, Shawarwa, Salakia, Ibar, Wala'a, Yaga'al, Thapalat, Parathwa, Wala'a, Tashakal, verse 11, Yesha La Kawa, Kataza'an, Iwa Yalayam, Yahum, Waya, Lada Yahum, Yarakad 1, verse 12, Yasha'awa. That's it. Most high praise. You have to stop me before I keep going on. Let's go ahead and take it over to the English, man. We just read it in our holy tongue, man, in our Hebrew. We're going to take it over to the English, verse 5. Go ahead.
Job chapter 21, verse 5. Mark me and be astonished, and lay your hand upon your mouth. Verse 6.
Job is telling these cats, man, hold your peace, man. You might want to put your hand over your mouth. You don't know who you're talking to, man. You don't know what's really going on. Job really, he's stepping his game up some more. He was getting everything taken from him. He getting punched left and right, trying to figure out what's going on. You understand? These cats running their mouth. They try and tell him whatever. Job saying you might want to watch what you're saying, man. I ain't nobody. I ain't saying that, but please understand that, I got reputation. Please understand that, what's really going on. You might want to put your hand over your mouth. That's what Job is saying right here in that verse. Keep reading.
Verse 6. Even when I remember, I am afraid, and trembling taketh hold on my flesh.
Keep going.
Verse 7. Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty and powerful.
Keep going.
Verse 8. They are mighty in power.
Keep going.
Verse 8. Their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Verse 9.
Put extra emphasis on that there. Because that there is talking about their houses, their children. Keep reading. Verse 9.
Their houses are safe from fear. Neither is the rod of God upon them.
Keep going.
Verse 10. Their bull gendereth and faileth not. Their cow calveth and casteth not her calf.
Keep going.
Verse 11. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance.
No sweat. What's on Christ? Give a hand. So probably gonna bring up the next brother quick fast. We're gonna bring up the next brother quick fast. Mataya, present ourselves. Go ahead.
Mataya, ban bayam yan. Banya Shalom.
Mataya Banyamim Bayashala.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham.
Good reading. Watch your step when you passing by. Men up here, Yeshavian, which means to be seated. All right, we're gonna continue on in the Hebrew. Shapai, you want that? You got this one? 12 through 18. For time's sake.
Book of Job, chapter 21, verse 12.
Go ahead.
Yasha'awa, Kathak, Waka Nawar, Wayashamakwa, Lakwa Wala, Waka Wall.
Yep.
I will God, verse 13. Yabalwa, Batawa, Yama Yahama, Yama Yahama, Yama Yaham,
Yeah, Wabar Gai.
Wabar Gai, Sha'awal, Yakathwa.
Yep.
Verse 14. Waya Marwa, La'al, Sawar, Mama Nawa, Mamanwa, with the Ith, the Rock Yaka, La'a, Kapatazanwa. Verse 15. Maha, Shadya, Kaya, Na'aidabanwa, Wama, Nawa'aya La, Kaya, Napagai, Bawa. Verse 16. Hana, La'a, Bayadam, Tawabam, Aitazath, Rasha'ayim, Rakakwa, Manya. Verse 17. Kama, Nara, Rasha'ayim, Yada Aka, or Yada Ike.
Yada Aka.
Where you ba Ala Yamwa, Ayadam, Kabalim, Yakalak, Ba'apawa. Verse 18. Yahayawa, Kataban, Lapanya, Rawak, Wakamataza, Ghana Bathwa, Sawapa.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ, man. But you brothers and sisters just witness on the online, man. This is right here, man. This is the Lord's language right here, man. We speak. You want to get such a personal relationship with God, start doing what he say. Start taking back your identity. You want to get such a personal relationship with God. How you gonna have a personal relationship with God? You don't know who you are. How you gonna have a personal relationship with God? You don't know your language. You don't know your culture. You understand? You tuned into this class today. As much as you want to run your mouth and think you're gonna clown the real priests and prophets of the Lord, you just really admitting you don't know nothing. And I understand, brothers and sisters. I do. We was all there thinking that we once knew something, right? We was all there, you know, in all humiliation and love. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man, we have to understand that we have to be taught again. That's what the scriptures say. We got to be taught all over again. I don't give a damn if you're 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80-year-old that come up in here. There's brothers and sisters that come up in here at the age of 70 and humble themselves because they actually want to learn at the age of 70. You understand? Humble yourself and get down in these classes, man. You understand? Read it in the English.
Come.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 21, verse 12. They take the timbrel and harp and rejoice at the sound of the organ. Verse 13. They spend their days in wealth and in a moment go down to the grave.
That's pretty self-explanatory. They spend their days in wealth and in a moment go down to the grave, man. In a moment go down to the grave. So in other words, if you're going to die anyway, shouldn't it be about how you die? If you're going to die anyway, if you're going to go to the grave, if that's the end all be all for every human being on this earth, every living thing with a beat in its heart and in its chest, if the end all be all is death, then shouldn't you care about how you die? Shouldn't you leave something that's a little bit better than money and wealth? Right. Shouldn't you leave some wisdom to your children? Put that in your will, man. You understand? Let that be your goal. I ain't saying don't go get your money, man. I ain't saying don't go get your money. But there's a way that we should live as a people. That's the part that we've been missing, man. Otherwise, man, when we die, living the culture of America, what do we go to our grave with? Imagine your children when you've well off talking about what you did and what you left for them. Moses left us the law, statutes, and commandments. What in the hell are you leaving your children? I ain't gonna clown nobody, but what are you leaving your children, man? You understand? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 14. Therefore, they say unto God, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of his ways.
Say it again.
Depart from us.
Therefore.
Salaki. Therefore, they say unto God, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
So everybody that's hating what we saying here, everybody that's hating what's going on in this real life experience that Job was going through, everybody that's hating God's way, that's saying, God, depart from us. We don't want your ways. You got to understand what comes at the end of that. You understand? I understand the comment section filled up and all that, and I could care less, man. You're talking to yourself, man. You understand? Stop being a part of the problem, man, and be the solution, man. You understand? God is the solution. These ways is the solution, man. You want to heal black people so bad and be so revolutionary, start off by separating from America's culture. That's right. Start it off. You got a good way to show God. You want to impress God? You want to impress God this year, right? You had a New Year's revolution about 11 months ago, right? That's what you had. You ain't been doing good 11 months in. Salaki. I don't know if you caught that. You ain't doing too good 11 months in, but you could do real good right here at the end. You can finish with a stride. You can finish strong. How they say, put your head over the line. You can finish strong. Finish strong, brothers and sisters. Don't celebrate this upcoming holiday called Christmas, man. It's evil and wicked against God. You understand? If you want to impress God, if you don't want to impress God, go buy the most craftiest, giftiest gift that you can buy and go do it big, man. Go do it big. If you don't want to impress God. But if you want to impress God, don't you put up no Christmas tree. Don't you put up no lights. You understand? Don't do none of it, man. You understand? In the spirit of the Most High in Christ. Do something different with your life. God damn. Salaki. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 15.
I'm trying to end the class. Go ahead.
What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him?
Go ahead.
Verse 16. Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me.
That's self-explanatory. Keep reading.
Verse 17. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out? And how oft cometh their destruction upon them?
Right.
God distributeth sorrows in his anger.
Who distributeth?
God distributeth.
Say it again for the Christians.
God distributeth.
What does he distribute, Matthias?
Sorrows.
Say it again.
Sorrows.
Say it again.
Sorrows.
Keep going.
And his anger.
And whose anger?
His anger.
The Lord is angry, man. The Lord has anger. He ain't all kisses and hugs and whatnot, man. This is the Bible. I ain't making this up. You understand? Say it again. The Lord distributeth.
The Lord distributeth, Salaki. God distributeth sorrows in his anger.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. They are as stubble before the wind.
You missed the part right here. Hold on. Where we at? Nah, go ahead. Salaki. 18.
Khan. They are as stubble before the wind, and as chaff that the storm carrieth away.
You understand? That's the Most High God of Israel, man. Don't try to play with God no more, man. We talking about what's going on with Job, and Job spoke up in the spirit of the Most High in Christ, man. Job spoke up, man. We just read a whole chapter of camp-worthy scriptures. You understand? We just read a whole chapter of the spirit of the Most High God, man. You understand? Don't play with the Lord, man. Don't play with the Lord, and don't think that he's some punk, that you just gonna get away with what you doing. That's the problem with Christianity. They done had us in their captivity for over 400 years, and even convinced black people after you done hung blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, after you done set us on fire, after you fed us to dogs and alligators, after you made holidays in the name and religion of these oppressors, after you did all of that, somehow black people believe that God forgives all of that.
Right.
That's just crazy. Have you ever seen somebody get lynched? Have you ever seen somebody get burnt to a crisp? Have you ever seen it? You understand? And you just think God just forgets it? That is completely evil, man. And that belief is trash. Let that trigger all your algorithms for Allah, kid. That belief is trash for you to believe that you can do what the hell you want to do to black people, to Latinos and Native American Indians, and just nothing's going to happen. No sweat. That thief in the night, that doesn't just go for Israel. I hope you understand that, heathens. I hope you understand that these other nations out here, that thief in the night, the Lord gonna catch you. Right when you think that you just gonna dwell in all of your glory that you done to get this kingdom, the Lord gonna step in and just discombobulate this whole place, man. Send it to his ruins. You understand? That's what's gonna happen, man. In the twinkle of an eye. What you got, Shapar?
Sloppy. It just amazes me with that Christianity is so brainwashed in that what Christ is saying actually in the Bible, they say completely opposite. Like Christ ain't say he was coming for nobody else.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And where does it say God loves everybody? It doesn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? They try to act like Paul is just a bad student and use what twist up what Paul said to say that Christ said go to everybody. Christ didn't say that at all.
Yeah. That's the truth, brother.
That Christianity is something else.
I'm right. What you got, Matthew?
Lucky. If I may read this precept,
please, quick and fast.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 2. For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto men, but unto God. For no man understandeth him. How it be in the spirit he speaketh mysteries.
You understand? To the world, the things that we saying, and we're gonna end it with this, man. The brothers did absolutely glorious in the Hebrew, right? The brothers did absolutely glorious. The sisters, it really does brighten my heart, man. You understand? And make sure that this thing is solid proof when I see the sisters coming in their dresses, when I see these young children that's getting the chance that we didn't get to be born into the truth.
Right.
There's no more glorious thing than that, man. That right there is the power of the Lord. These children don't have to suffer literally nothing that we went through. Literally nothing. You Christians on these holidays, you go out there and you buy gifts and spend your pockets, and you tell the world how you celebrate this holiday because you want to give your child what you never had. I understand. Damn a toy. Get them what they never had, what you never had. That's the truth. You want to give your child something that you never had. Give them the truth, man. That's something that you never had. Damn a toy. Get them the truth, man. But the brother just brought it right here in the scripture. What's the scripture you just read?
1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 2.
1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 2. At the end of it, man, it says that these things that we speaking is a mystery to everybody, man. It's a mystery. We saying don't celebrate Thanksgiving. That sound like, what are you talking about? It sound like a riddle. But that's clear as day. I don't know. I'm not trying to fool you. You think I'm up here making funny money? I'm not up here trying to fool you, man. I'm telling you that for a reason, man. I'm telling you that because it's danger behind these holidays. It's bloodshed behind these holidays. And it boils my blood to see black people celebrating these holidays, man. It boils the Lord's blood. It boils Christ's blood because he died while we was being a sinner, man.
That's right.
He died while we was being a sinner, man. While we giving our life to this oppressor, Christ died. He gave our life to give us another chance. And the Christian church going to tell you that grace means that you can do whatever the hell you want to do? No. No, that grace period is a time frame for you to stop doing what the hell you want to do.
Right.
That's what that grace period is for, man. That's in the Bible. So while you want to hate it all day long and you consider it to be a mystery, what you should do is just to say, I know nothing. Drop everything you thought you ever knew, 2 + 2 included. Drop it all. Drop it all and come in here and learn anew. Become a new man. You still celebrating Halloween? You still celebrating Halloween and Christmas and things. You're a child.
Right.
Life exists outside of your little realm. You understand that? Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. What you got?
It's like I'm gonna say Christians always preach the 10 commandments. They say thou shalt not lie. They this coming Thanksgiving, they gonna lie to their kids.
They gonna lie to hell to their kids, man. They gonna lie to hell, whatever it takes to get that turkey and that pig booty. Keep saying that. And that swine butt. I think it was like 2 years ago that I found out that pork, that ham was swine's butt. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Y'all out here eating swine butt. No sweat. Go ahead, brother. You're a terrible parent. A white man come down my chimney, Salakia. Right. Salakia, go ahead, bro.
Right.
Right. Listen, let me ask you a question. For everybody coming up to celebrate Christmas, what the hell are you going to do when your child says, Mommy, Daddy, what chimney they coming down? What you going to do? Are they coming out the shower hose? You're a freak. You're nasty. Go ahead.
Sluggy, sir, that's exactly how I found out there was no Santa Claus. We ain't had no chimney.
Because you ain't had no goddamn chimney, man. Because you ain't had no chimney, man. Stop lying to your kids. You too grown for that, man. We at this point is a joke, but it's serious as well, man. Stop lying to your kids, man. You're a terrible parent. I'm gonna just tell you that. You're a terrible parent. You don't want your kids to lie to you, but you're gonna lie to them. That's something I never understood. You don't want your kids to lie to you, but you gonna lie to them. Brothers and sisters, let's cut this short, okay? Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. This thing right here, hold it up. All three of us up here. Hold the Bibles up, man. Hold them up right here. You understand these things right here? The King James Version, 1611. Give the Lord a hand. Hold these up here, man. These is the records of the Lord, man. I can put them down. These is the records of the Lord. We owe it to ourselves to give the Lord in Christ, man, ourselves back to them. We owned. We ought to be controlled, because now you can see what it's like when we are not controlled. We do what the hell we want to do, and we die behind it. We lose our soul behind it. We sell ourselves to our oppressor behind it, man. Don't do it no more. You want to do something new and give your child something that you never had? Give him the truth, man. Right. You understand? With that, shalom. We won't close up the Sabbath service, man. Lord allow we pick it up the next week. Lord allow we pick it up next week. We went on a little bit longer today, Salakia. You understand? We're going to pick it up next week. We hit the Hebrew. We in the book of Job. You know who he is. You know what it is. It's titled down in our records, man, for us to not just read, but to feel the spirit of what's going on in here so that we can apply it to our own lives. This is not just something to read. This is not reading material. This is life lessons that you only going to learn in this school. You understand? With that, let's go, Shapai. Amajim, which means to stand. You understand? We're doing the prayer. I'm sweat. I'm right. Salaki, that horn get me hyped up, y'all. Salaki, I feel like I'm going to war when that happens. What's sign of Christ?
La Yashrala.
No sweat, no sweat.
Imagine, which means to stand. Wapaya Hakwadon, which means turn to face the east.
The east is straight, everybody. East is straight. Good. Good. The east is straight right now.
Go. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer. Abanau.
Abanau.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakufka.
Malakufka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayah.
Ratazayah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Lathanana.
Lathanana.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Kal.
Kal.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak now.
Wasalak now.
Kabawaf now.
Kabawaf now.
Kasalak now.
Kasalak now.
Kabawaf now.
Kabawaf now.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Taba'ah now.
Taba'ah now.
Banasayawam.
Banasayawam.
Abo.
Abo.
Hawashaya now.
Hawashaya now.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Raya. Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalaku.
Hamalaku.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Watapar.
Watapar.
Lawalabim. Alma.
Amen. And in the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth,
In earth,
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day,
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread.
and forgive us our debts,
And forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors,
as we forgive our debtors.
and lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. I'm going to say Hakak the power. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Baba Kashah.
Baba Kashah.
Lathanana.
Lathanana.
Hakak.
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 La Pa'ah.
La Pa'ah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Kal Marawa.
Kal Marawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Tahal.
La Tahal.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Haki.
Lahaki.
Hamathi.
Hamathi.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al Kawa.
Al Karwa.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
The God Shah.
The God Shah.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
The Wada Amon.
Wada Amon. Okay. Continuing on in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Please,
Please.
give us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say, bless Israel, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Barak Lanao.
Barak Lanao.
Vayasha'al.
Vayasha'al.
Mahavayah.
Mahavayah.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Wada Amon.
Wada Amon. And in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
Our loved ones.
Our loved ones.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say Psalms 121. I.S.U.P.K.
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 Ahahar.
Ma'ayah. Yaba'ah. Aizar.
Aizar.
Ma'an. Yahweh. I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shemaiah.
Wa'aratazah.
Ayathan. Lamawat. Regal.
Al-Yanawam.
Shema. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashah. Shawamah. Yasha'al. Yahweh. Shema. Yahweh. Tazal. Al-Yah. Yamyaka. Yawamah. Hashemah. La'ah. Yakad. Ayarak. Layala. Yahweh. Yashemah. Akal Ra. Yashemah. Napash. Yahweh. Yashemah. Taza'at. Yabawa'at. Ma'aitab. Ma'awalam. Wada Amon.
And in the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth his word.
He that keepeth his word.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve
from
thee.
all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say Psalms 83. Alahai.
Alahai.
Adamai Laka.
Adamai Laka.
Al-Takara.
Al-Takara.
Al-Tashikwat.
Al-Tashikwat.
Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Al-Yabi.
Al-Yabi.
Yahanna Yawam.
Yahanna Yawam.
Yamashinaika. Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Yahweh Sawab, Wayataya Aitazawa, Al-Tazapawanyaka, Amal, Lakam, Wanakaki, Magoy, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Shem Yasha, Iwa, Kaya, Noah Aitazawa, La, Yakad, Al-Yakab, Maya, Yakarath, Ahau, Adawan, Wayashama Al, Mawa'aba, Wahagoy, Gabo, Wa'aimawa, Palashah, Anyashab, Times of War, Gum Ashawa, Nalawa, Aimah, Hayawa, Zarawat, Nabayalawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadi, Kasai Sara'ah, Kayabya, Manakor, Kayashwa, Nashamad, Hayanda Ira, Hayawa, Damar, Adama, Shayatam, Nadiyamu, Ka'ira, because of Abba, because of Ba, because of Zamana, Kana Sayakamu, Ashah, Amal, Naya Rashad, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahaya, Shayatam, Kagagala, Kakwash, the Paya Makwa, Ka'ash, Kaba'ari Ya'ir, Wakala Haba, Talahat, Haryam, Ka, the Adapma, Basa Ira, Basa Wapad, the Bahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Palawam, Wayabakwash, Shamkat, Yahawah, Yabash, Wayaba'al, Ayah, Wayakapal, Wayabad, Wayada'ai, Kaya, Shamkat, Yahawah, Ayawan,
And in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. Hold not thy peace. And be not still. And be not still. O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee, have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hair one. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarene, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa is also joined with them. They have hope in their children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the middle of night, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Sehed. Yea, all their princes, as Sabbath, and as Almuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. All my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, and as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy sword. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and purged, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Thank you always.
We're going to say the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shah.
Why Yahweh Shah.
Wama Yaka'ah.
Wama Yaka'ah.
Wa'alahayim.
Wa'alahayim.
Matazabayah.
Matazabayah.
Alawak Yahanna.
Alawak Yahanna.
Ha'alawak.
Ha'alawak.
Ha'saranyam.
Ha'saranyam.
Ha'kwakasayanyam.
Ha'kwakasayanyam.
Ha'kayayam.
Ha'kayayam.
Waha'awaki.
Waha'awaki.
Yahau.
Yahau.
Ba'ashir.
Ba'ashir.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
The Wada'amah.
Wada'amah. And in the English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael. And the angel.
And the angel.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yahanna.
The general. The captain.
captain.
The officer.
officer.
The trooper.
The trooper.
And the sister.
And the sister.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So big.
So big.
We're going to do these curses, man. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake
The
loose.
treasure.
treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse.
That refuse.
To get to the school.
To get to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug
The
dealers.
court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
The Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia. Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
The gay movement.
Gay
The
movement.
lesbian movement.
Lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army. Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marine.
Marine.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airways.
The cable access channel.
Cable access
And
channel.
the radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the
Of
spirit.
any of thy people.
Of any of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
And bring swift
To
destruction.
all the heathen.
To all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Of trying to stop us.
Of trying to stop us.
Broadcasting your word.
Broadcasting your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the
Let
plagues.
loose all the
Let
plagues.
loose all the
Let
plagues.
loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plague.
Let the plague.
Shake the house of the thief.
Shake the house of the thief.
And the murder.
And the murder.
Let Yahushua.
Let Yahushua.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucer.
Come down with the flying saucer.
And punish all the heathens.
And punish all the heathens.
That come up against us.
That come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
By all.
By all.
That is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread.
Through the media.
Through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Saw, which means to turn. Shalakia. Yeshabim, which means to be seated. Men of Israel, gird thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yeah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Come a little closer so you got to reach. But
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
We'll give a courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Mab Shabbat, Emmanuel, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakathon.
Yad Matah, Saw, which means to turn. Systems you may stand. Imanium. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Man Shabbat, Imanium, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Latah, Shem Yahushua. Yad Matah, class dismissed.
Let me know when the live is ended. Sure.